I see you in the sunrise every morning. It's like a picture that you've painted for me. A love letter in the sky. Story, I could have had a really different story, but you came down from heaven to restore me. Forever saved my life. Nobody loves me like you love me, Jesus. I stand in awe of your amazing ways. I worship you as long as I am breathing. God, you are faithful and true. Nobody loves me like you. Mountains, you're breaking down the weight of all my mountains. Even when it feels like I'm surrounded, you never leave my side. Oh, nobody loves me like you love me, Jesus. I stand in awe of your amazing ways. I worship you as long as I am breathing. God, you are faithful and true. Nobody loves me like you. Oh, what a song to sing. Oh, what a song to sing. Oh, what a song to sing. Oh, what a song. My heart keeps singing. Oh, what a song to sing. Oh, what a song to sing. I'll never stop. Oh, what a song to sing. Jesus, you love me, and I love you, God. Nobody loves me like you love me, Jesus. I stand in awe of your amazing ways. I worship you as long as I am breathing. God, I will worship you, forever worship you. Nobody loves me like you love me, Jesus. I stand in awe of your amazing ways. I worship you as long as I am breathing. God, you are faithful and true. Nobody loves me like you. I'm a child of God.
Good morning. Try it one more time. Good morning. Good morning. It's great. Okay, we welcome you to the 2025-26 year awards. We thank you for coming. We usually have a really packed house for first through third grade, and then the 4th through 6th dwindles a little, and then the 7th through 12th, it's usually kind of blah, but you've done us well today. So we appreciate you being here to see the awards and just rewarding the things that they have done for this year. We're excited about this. A lot of work goes into getting this preparation done, so I hope you just relax because it will take a little while. And just enjoy this as we go through the day. I've asked Lewis Moore to come up and pray for our awards day. If you would come up and go ahead and pray.
Dear God, thank you for getting everyone here safely today, and I pray that you would bless this awards ceremony. I want to thank you for all the academics that our school has to offer and all the sports programs that you've let us all participate in. I pray that you would keep everyone safe going home. In Jesus' name, amen.
All right, this morning we are going to start with academics. So if the teachers would take their place up front, your folders are here up front. We'll get started in calling this out. Now this is, as I said, you're in for the long haul. We want you to save your hands. So we'll have certain times to clap. On the overall, when there's several people, then we will have you pretty much hold your applause until the end of each group, and then we will move on for the individual and clap for them individually. Okay, so here we get started. We will start first with the A honor roll. For 7th, Richmond, come up to your teacher quickly. Hold your applause till the end of this class. But this is pretty big for A honor roll, both in 7th, Mrs. Richmond and Mr. Weaver. So we'll start with Miss Richmond's first, Anna Judice. Lila Liu, come quickly. Grant Olin. Savannah Orshak, Sophia Samala, and Cambry Valdez. Let's give them a round of applause. For Mr. Weaver's 7th grade class, Timmy Buchanan Scardina, Ryan Corwin, Elijah Damry, Brennan Hudson, Tyler Parker, Leah Richmond, Jacob Suarez, Aubrey Tate, and Sam Woodham. Let's give them a round. For Mr. Miller's class, A honor roll, Mackenzie Battles, Jace Bond, Miles Crowley, Gabriella Judice, Haley Salter. All A's. It's all A's for all year long. That's a pretty big accomplishment. For Mr. Mentor's class, Ashton Boyer. Let's give her a round of applause. For Mr. Blevins, Wyatt Damry, Madison Goad, Annabella Holly, Claire Gelsma, and Hannah Kirkland, all A's. For 9th grade, Mr. Mack, Claire Boyd, Natalie Eason, Olivia Farley, Ethan Parker, and Tucker Woodham. For Mr. Steimer's homeroom, Bryce Jagel. For Ms. Steimer's class, David Goad, Trent Hughes, and Alexis Webster, all A's. Mrs. Key's class, 11th grade, Emery Burke and Tucker Davis. For Miss Valdez is Catherine Boyd, Isabella Howell, Aurora Rantung, Vivian Woodring, all A's. Now for my senior class, there's a lot of them. Believe it or not, this is a very smart class. All right, y'all gonna have to come up to the stage. Shepherd Brown, excuse me. Kaylee Bird, Mary Catherine Drummond, Amelia Fournier, Madeline Goodick, Larkin Hayek, Gabe Hazewinkle, sorry, and then Victoria McElarney. Kaylee. Okay, he's never going to forgive me for that. He holds a grudge. All right, so the year AB honor roll. This is all year for AB, starting out with Miss Richmond's class, Timothy Fournier, Luke Hensel, and Noah McBride. For Mr. Weaver's class, Colin Hall, Annabelle Posey, Violet Ray, Ava Roberts, and Connor Saltonstall. For 8th, Mr. Miller, John Jackson, Elijah Miller, Maggie Miller, Caitlin Pierce, Gabriel Peterson, Allison Taylor, AB. AB for Mr. Minter's class is Matthew Babin, Madison Bradshaw, William Gifford, Cambry Goins, Zoe Griffin, Berkeley Jagel, Bella Wappelhorst, Caitlin Wilt. Mr. Blevins, A.B. Honor Roll. Allie Burbell, Kristen Bird, Skylar Cook, Kinsley Miller, Alyssa Roberts, and Josie Sharp. Sorry, Josie Sharp. Mr. Mack's class, Gabriel Forsyth, Emma Francis, Elena Harrell, and Hadley Petty. AB Honor Roll for 10th grade, starting with Mr. Steimer's class, Shay Bill, Avi Hazewinkle, Ezra Caldall. Their 10th grade for Miss Steimer is Addison Edwards, Elena Melody, Abigail Thayer, Lucas Wilt, Lillian Woodring. The 11th grade for Miss Key is Cadence Ellis, Ruby Gifford, and Will Petty. For Miss Valdez, Brayley Battles, Jaden Brown, Isaac Corwin, Noah Eason, Colin Harrison, Andalyn Johnson, Stella Moore, and Chase Nelson. For 12th grade, Lillian Charles, Olivia Charles, Emma Guttrell, Sarah Holly, Lewis Moore, Daphne Smalla, Hannah Trammell, and Madison Weaver. Let's give the AB a round of applause. That was really... And now we go to the academic awards for the highest in the class. Now this is only done per grade, so you have to beat both two classes out in this. And we're going to start with math. For math, for the 7th grade, the highest academic is Cambry Valdez. The highest in 8th grade is Ashton Boyer. For 9th grade, excuse me, Ethan Parker. For 10th grade, Alexis Webster. Okay, so 11th grade has a tie. It's 100 average for both of these students. And this is Algebra 2. So let's remember what this is. That's 100 for both of these, Tucker Davis and Vivian Woodring. And the highest for the senior class is Amelia Fournier. So now the highest in history, 7th grade, Cambry Valdez. Eighth grade, Ashton Boyer. Highest for history in 9th grade is Ethan Parker. Tenth grade, Bryce Jagle. 11th is Vivian Woodring. Twelfth, Mary Catherine Drummond. All right, for science. For the highest grade in 7th grade is Aubrey Tate. Eighth grade, highest in 8th grade for science is Ashton Boyer. Ninth grade, Annabella Hawley. For 10th grade is Bryce Jagle. And for 11th grade is Tucker Davis. For English, highest in their class, 7th grade is Aubrey Tate. This also has to be at least a 96 or above in order to get this. Highest in 9th grade is Ethan Parker. Highest in 10th is Lillian Woodring. Highest in 11th for English is Vivian Woodring. And highest in English in the 12th grade, and this is English literature, let's remember that, is Victoria McElharney. All right, then we look at the overall best student for the average for what they had as in all of their 4 main core classes. And so the overall best of 7th grade is Cambry Valdez. And she had a 99.55. In 8th grade, guys, in 8th grade, the highest overall academically is Ashton Boyer with a 98. Then Mr. in the 9th grade is Ethan Parker with a 99.44. Tenth is Alexis Webster with the 97.37. In the 11th, with a 99.61, is Vivian Woodring. Overall best student academically with a 99.97 is M.K. Drummond. We'll move on to character awards. All right, students, please stop, refrain from talking. We want everyone to be heard about their awards. So most improved is where the teachers take all 3 quarters for all the grades, the main grades, the 4 core classes. They add up and subtract how they increased and decreased. So this takes a little while to do this, but I have to say most people, students start really well at the beginning. They're ready to go, they're fresh. It's hard to maintain till the end of the year. These students did the opposite. They started out a little lower. It may have been a point or two, but in the end, they're the most improved over the time. So they finished well. For Miss Richmond's class, it's Berkeley Sparks. Seventh grade, Mr. Weaver is Ethan Francis. For Mr. Miller's 8th grade class is Ethan Lowry. For 8th grade, Mr. Minter's class is Benjamin Rhine. For 9th grade, Mr. Blevins is Emma Garcia. For 9th grade, Mr. Mack's class is Gabriel Forsyth. For 10th grade, Mr. Steimer's class, most improved, is Landon Liu. For 10th grade, Ms. Steimer's class is Tyler Yates. Most improved, 11th grade, Ms. Key's class is Preston Flynn. For 11th grade, Ms. Valdez's class, it's Ethan Monday. And for 12th grade, it's Judah Peterson. All right, so then the teachers have picked the most helpful, the ones who are there and available and want to help the teacher out. For 7th, Ms. Richmond picked Savannah Orshak. Mr. Weaver chose Jimmy Buchanan Scardina. For Mr. Miller, chose Maggie Miller. Mr. Minter chose Caitlin Wilt. Mr. Blevins chose Logan Perry. Ninth grade, Mr. Mack chose Elena Harrell. 10th grade, Mr. Steimer. Most helpful is Kendall Perry. For most helpful, for Ms. Steimer, Triton Kendrick. For Ms. Key, it's Alex Taylor. For 11th, For Ms. Valdez is Noah Eason. And for my class, that we could not have done our senior year without her, is Kaylee Bird. School spirit. They put a lot of heart into the activities. They're very involved. They dress up during the activities. They do all of the things. They love our school. For 7th grade Richmond, that goes to Knox Richardson. Mr. Weaver chose Violet Ray. Mr. Miller chose Callie Ellis. Mr. Mentor chose for school spirit Madison Bradshaw. School spirit, Mr. Blevins chose Josie Sharp. 9th grade, Mr. Mack chose Harley Sparks. Mr. Steimer for 10th grade chose Claire Pittman. Ms. Steimer chose Ava Thibodeau. Ms. Key chose Miriam Coley. And Ms. Valdez chose Aurora Rantung. And for the seniors, it's M.K. Drummond. All right, so Christian character. Teachers being in class with them all day long, different periods of time, they get to know them pretty well, and how they react to each other, and how they treat their teacher as well as their neighbors and whatever, how friendly they are to people, how kind they are, that goes into all of this. So for Miss Richmond, she chose Noah McBride. Mr. Weaver chose Aubrey Tate. Mr. Miller chose Gabriella Judice. Mr. Mentor chose Will Gifford. For Christian character, 9th grade, Mr. Blevins chose Hannah Kirkland. Mr. Mack chose Tucker Woodham. Mr. Steimer chose Isabella McBride. 10th grade, Miss Steimer, that is Alexis Webster. Miss Key, for Best Christian Character, is Emery Burke. For Miss Valdez, 11th grade, Vivian Woodring. And for 12th grade, Shepherd Brown. Okay, perfect attendance. We'll go very quickly here. Except for Mr. Weaver's class. It's got a lot of them there, so I'm kind of shocked on that one. So for Miss Richmond has 2, Timothy Fournier and Anna Judice. Perfect attendance. Mr. Weaver has Jimmy Buchanan Scardina, Ryan Corwin, Violet Ray, Leah Richmond, and Aubrey Tate. And we slide all the way over to Mr. Steimer has Bryce Jagel. For Miss Key, we had Cadence Dowler. For the senior class, I actually have two. Gabe Hazewinkle and Elijah Connor. Okay, teachers, you can be seated. Thank you. Let's give a round of applause for our teachers.
Earlier this year in February, several of our students participated in FACT's creative writing competition with multiple categories, and our students did extremely well. They first competed in a regional competition, and then multiple of our students went on to state with several places at state. So I would love to recognize those students today. So when I call your name, please come forward. For receiving excellence in regionals, I have Chloe Winkleman, Sophia Samala, Aubrey Tate, and go ahead and come right on up stage, Annabella Holly, Dove Winkleman, Wickline, Olivia Jones, Robert Kerner, Addison Edwards, Colson Gust, Violet Ray, Anna Judice, and Ethan Parker. Let's give them a round of applause. Give them another round of applause, please. For Superior in Regional State goes to Chase Nelson, Kendall Perry, Hannah Kirkland, Noah Eason, and Aurora Rantung. All right, let's give them another round of applause. And then for state, we will be presenting a first, second, and third place ribbon today. We had several that placed in state, 3 that took first, second, and third. We had some fourth and fifth places. So I'm going to go ahead and call everyone. If you did place in state, please come forward. But we'll be presenting first, second, and third place. In fifth place, Robert Kerner. Third place, Addison Edwards. First place in state, in the entire state of Florida, goes to Aurora Rantung. Fifth place in state goes to Violet Ray. Fourth place in state goes to Dove Winkleline. And second place, with a ribbon as well today in state, goes to Hannah Kirkland. Fifth place in state goes to Kendall Perry. And fourth place in state goes to Sophia Samala. And also fourth place in state, Colson Gus. That's the entire state of Florida. Let's give them a round of applause. So I do want to recognize all state winners today. And then we're going to, make sure you come up as well. State winners, but ribbons will present it to first, second, and third place. In first place, Aurora Rantung. Second place, Hannah Kirkland. Third place, Addison Edwards. Let's give them another round of applause. Special thanks to all of our English teachers for the help that they give to them. Our students always score very, very high in English, be it ACT, SAT, or competitions like this. So once again, congratulations, English department.
All right, now we'd like to recognize those that participated or the semifinalists for the spelling bee and the winners that won back at the third quarter PTM that we had. So all of those who were allowed to participate because they were semifinalists in spelling bee is Anna Judice, John Jackson, Madison Goad, Sullivan Dunn, Aurora Rantung, and Emma Guttrell. The winner in this first division, 7th through 9th, was Anna Judice. And the winner in the top division was Emma Guttrell. Okay, you may be seated. Then the oratorical semifinalists that participated that night was Anna Judice, Aubrey Tate, Caitlin Pierce, Shay Bill, David Goad, and Aurora Rantung. And the winner in the 7th through 9th first division there was Anna Judice. The winner in the top division was Aurora Rantung. Then we have a division that is the highest academic achievement in the 9th through 12th grade. The top grades for each 4 core classes. For math, as you heard, we had a tie. Can't get over 100. That was Tucker Davis and Vivian Woodring. For history, the highest academic with a 100 in history is Mary Catherine Drummond. The highest academic in science with the 100 is Annabella Hawley. And our final highest academic award for English goes to Victoria McIlharney. With a 99.96. Let's congratulate them for that award. We have 28 seniors this year. Probably one of the highest scoring classes we've had. They've achieved a lot. There's a lot of 4.0s. So we've had to look at this 3 different ways to finalize valedictorian, salutatorian. We first want to call out the honors, and that's a gold cord. It's a 3.8 GPA or above, and we'll start out with them. There's a lot of them. There's 14 of them. Half the class has honors. So Shepherd Brown. Kaylee Bird. Just stay up. Lillian Charles. Olivia Charles. M.K. Drummond. Amelia Fournier. Emma Cottrell. Madeline Goodick. Larkin Hayek. Gabe Hazewinkle. Sarah Hawley. Victoria McElarney. Daphne Samala. Maddie Weaver. That's the most gold cords we've ever had to buy. So I'm very proud of them. They've done a great job keeping up their grades all these years. And so let's give them another hand. They will wear that on graduation night. And now for the highest academic in our school for the senior class, we have the valedictorian, salutatorian. As I said, Mrs. Kemp had to look at this 3 different ways: GPA unweighted, weighted, and then the average for the 4 years. So we do our due diligence to make sure that we have the correct one. This is a big deal for our school, and we appreciate their hard work. I'm going to call out valedictorian first, mainly because I think everybody thinks they know who that is, and that is M.K. Drummond. The salutatorian was much closer. As I said, we went different ways to figure this out, and it was very close. So the salutatorian for 2026 year is Victoria McElarney. Good job. I also wanted to call out and let you know the scholarships that these students have won. Some have not been awarded yet, but this is what we know so far that's been awarded. If you would stand where you are, please, when I call out your name, and stay standing till we're finished. This is quite a few. Gabe Hazewinkle got the Bright Futures 100% and a UWF Academic Merit Scholarship. Victoria McElarney got Bright Futures 100%. Kaylee Bird got an athletic scholarship from Mobile Christian. Elijah let's give her a round of applause. Elijah Connor, stand up, please. He got Bright Futures right now, 75%. That could change as we go on, but for right now, it's 75%. And I will tell you, it used to be easy to get a Bright Futures. It is not anymore. You have to jump through a lot of hoops. Your grade point average has to be really high. So these accomplishments are great, and this will help them a great deal in their college. M.K. Drummond won the Hazel Peterson Scholarship for all 4 years and the Ascend Cares Scholarship also. So she's set for her 4 years. So let's give her a round. Olivia Charles won the Presidential Merit Scholarship in Mobile Christian. Lillian Charles won the Presidential Merit Scholarship. Emma Guttrell got the Bright Futures for 75% right now, but she will probably end up with 100% also. Madeline Goodick got the Bright Futures 100% scholarship. Madeline leaves in 2 weeks, and she will be going to UF. And she got other scholarships also that she did not take. She's taken this one because she wants to go to UF, so that's a really good thing. Brendan Johnson got Bright Futures, 75%. Larkin Hayek is going to Liberty Christian, and she's gotten their Academic Award Scholarship. Amelia Fournier is going to Pensacola Christian College, and she's gotten the Christian Service Scholarship. Let's give them all a round of applause. You may be seated. At this time, we're going to start the sports awards. And so we will start out with videos for each sport. And then the coaches should be up here by the time that video stops, and we will do the participation as well as MVP and Best Christian Character awards.
And with that, the 2025 season comes to an end. Good night.
Hello, everyone. I wanted to start by thanking the people who made our season possible. I want to thank Coach Jade for helping me this season. She wasn't able to be here today, but she was our middle school coach and my assistant coach for both JV and varsity. She did the stats for us, and she was an amazing coach. We are going to miss her next year as she is moving. I also want to thank Abby from scheduling and hosting our tournaments to planning our season and handling senior night. You take care of so much behind the scene. You make our jobs a lot easier as coaches, and you take a lot off our plate. So we always are very appreciative of you. Also, thank you to Miss Bacon, who facilitates everything and has our backs as coaches, and to Bella Howell and Kate Boyd for doing the book for us, and all of the parent volunteers who do the gate and help out at the tournaments. We would not be able to have any of the home games run as smoothly as they do without you. Now on to our season. Last year when I spoke, I talked about how our last season was a rebuilding year and it wasn't very fun. Considering our circumstances, everyone came in under new coach, new teammates, and a lot of changes. We had a good season. The girls worked very hard, but ultimately they ended their season unsatisfied because they felt like they could do better. This year, when we started our season, we had a team meeting, and the title of the meeting was "The Rebuilding Year is Over" in all caps. That was no longer going to be our excuse. We had rebuilt, we'd done the work, and this year we were determined to have a better season than last. Our team motto this year was "No one is bigger than the team." We challenged the girls to not be in competition with the person next to them, but rather be in competition with themselves and to set goals. Remembering that it's me versus me every day. And I think it's safe to say that everyone bought into the motto this year, and our season stats reflect that. We'll start with JV. They finished with a winning season last year by just one game. They ended 11-10. This year, they went 19-4, and they became the 2025 JV Panhandle Christian Conference champions. Thank you. They defeated Central Christian. It was a team they did not play all season. It was a very tough game, and they ended up winning. We were very proud of them. Last year, varsity finished with a losing record at 10-13, and I challenged them this year to win 15 games. And Stella and Olivia confidently told me, they're like, "Coach, we're going to win them all." And I was like, "Great, I love that." And they did. They had a perfect regular season. They went 12-0, and their overall record was 30-3. They doubled the wins from the goal that I had set for them, and varsity ended their season being the 2025 regional champions. And the only conference game that they lost was the championship game at Final Four. But that's okay. Varsity still had a fantastic season. They worked incredibly hard, and they are even more determined this year to win it all. Now I'm going to call the girls to come up. JV is going to come up and stand on my right, and then they're going to stay, and the varsity can come to my left, and we can applaud at the end. For JV, the certificate is awarded to Charlie Dill. Abby Hayeswinkle. Cadence Wiggins. I'll start calling them faster so there's not an awkward pause, and then we'll just clap all at the end. We have Allie Burbell, Isabella Orshak, Kinsley Miller, Kristen Bird, Michaela Reagan, Tucker Woodham, Claire Jelsma, Jaden Clark, Harley Sparks, Hannah Kirkland, Claire Boyd, Lily Redkay, Elena Harrell, Emma Garcia, is Emma here today? She's not. All right, so this was your JV team for this season. Now on to varsity. We have Kaylee Bird, MK Drummond, Julie Kunkelman, Esther Yefimov, Sophia Tucker, Victoria McIlharney, Stella Moore, Andy Johnson, Olivia Pierce, Vivian Woodring, Addie Lingo, Lainey Garrett, Miriam Coley, Kate Boyd, and Bella Howell. Kate Boyd and Bella, these are for you. Kate, there you go. You're welcome. Sophia and Esther. All right. You want to come up with me? Yeah, sure. All right, for JV, this year, Best Christian Character for JV goes to a girl who, after moving to a new state, starting a new school, and learning a new position, she faced every challenge with a smile. Her positive attitude and consistent effort made her an inspiration to anyone who met her or knows her. This year's 2025 MVP, voted on by her team, is Hannah Kirkland. Trying to pick an MVP from a championship-winning team is incredibly hard. We had some impressive stats this year. Kristen Bird led the team in kills and aces. Cadence had the most digs. Isabella the most blocks, and Charlie had the most assists. The girls voted, and they chose someone who consistently puts in work in and outside of practice. She also watches volleyball more than anybody I know. She goes to college games whenever she can. If there's opportunities to be in a gym, whether she's watching or playing, she is there. She is a leader. She builds up her teammates, and I have watched her confidence grow year after year. It has been incredible to watch. In our championship game, we lost the first set, and during the second set, she carried her team, getting 10 serves in a row to help us win that second set, and then we went on to win the third. This year's 2025 MVP goes to the team captain, Charlie Dill. For varsity, this year's Best Christian Character votes ended in a tie, so I went to the people that knew both girls well outside of sports and to see if they could help me break the tie. When I said the two names, everybody had the same reaction. They were like, that's tough. They're like, I don't know. They said both girls would be a good choice. They said, just choose. So ultimately, we, with a lot of thought and deliberation, we chose the girl who demonstrated Christian character even after experiencing an unthinkable loss at the beginning of our season. She showed incredible strength and perseverance. She continued to show up with a good attitude and an amazing work ethic, even though she had every excuse not to. The 2025 Best Christian Character Award goes to Esther Yefimov. This season, there were a lot of impressive stats for varsity as well. Addie was a wonderful addition to our team this year, and she led the team in kills. Olivia was healthy this whole season, was able to play, and she led our team in blocks. Lainey had the most aces, MK the most assists, and Kaylee led the team in digs. The varsity team voted for their MVP, and they chose someone who has an amazing work ethic. If there is something that needed to be done, I always knew that I could trust this girl and that she would see it through to the end. If there was a job that nobody wanted to do, she would volunteer. She'd be like, Coach, I'll do it. And I said, great. She is responsible, reliable, and she led this team year after year. This year's 2025 MVP goes to the team captain, Kaylee Bird. All right. Y'all can go sit down. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Coach David Stiefel, and this is my assistant coach, Coach Eugene Antipov. I'm just super excited about how this season had went. It wasn't the ideal stats-wise, but we had about 10 or 11 seniors leave last year, and so this year was really building back up that foundation and that groundwork. And so the theme that we've had this year is Go One More from Matthew 5:41. And it says, "And whosoever shall compel thee to go a mile, go with him twain." And the focus for this year is that we're going to push each other to not just be satisfied with just doing the bare minimum, but going above and beyond, not only for our teammates, not only for like our group as a whole, but also when we're on the field, going above and beyond for those that we compete against and displaying Christ in it all. And so I'm very, very proud of these boys, of just how they've displayed Christ on and off the field, how they've pushed each other through not an ideal season. If you look at the stats, it's not something necessarily to be amazed about. We didn't necessarily come out with a win this season, but with that, we've learned a lot, we've grown a lot, and in a league that honestly has been established for a long time, and to be a newer school coming into this, I'm very, very proud of the boys and how they've displayed Christ and how they've grown with the game, as this is one of the newer programs that we have here at the school. So without further ado, I'd like to call up these boys. I'm going to kind of take what Lindsay did, and I'm going to call you up rapid fire, and then please grab your award. So Ethan Lowry, Jacob Green, Tucker Davis, Ethan Monday, Oliver Monday, Will Gifford, John Jackson, Isaac Corwin, Ryan Corwin, Triton Kendrick, Alex Taylor, Evan Sharp, Jimmy Buchanan Scardina, Jack Bryan, Cruz Duncan, Caden Wappelhorse, Colin Harrison, Alex Roberts. Please give these boys a round of applause. I just want to say this while you guys are all up here and you get a picture taken. I know one of the fun things is we had to travel each and every day, and so we had a lot of fun dynamics of being able to go off campus. And with that, they've had to learn how to set up, tear down goals, how to make sure that everything for practice is just ready to go. But through it all, I'm very proud of how they held each other accountable, how they were consistent, and how they pushed each other to their limits. There were moments where over the summer and even outside, we get the hottest part of the year. And with that, each of these boys, whether it was heat or whether it was feeling like they're on the verge of throwing up, were just there for one another and encouraging one another to push through and to see what the focus is. The focus is giving their all, no matter what circumstance or no matter what situation they're in. And so please give them another round of applause for just everything that they've done. As far as our MVP and our Christian Character Award, both of these young men just displayed Christ. I'm going to brag on our MVP for a little bit. He was one of our captains this year, and with that responsibility, one of the things that I've challenged each of the captains to do on a personal level is not just to be satisfied with one, having a personal relationship with Christ, but caring enough to love their brothers each and every time they take the field, and caring enough to ask them about how their relationship with Christ is. And then on the field, being a leader and being willing to tell them the hard thing, like get back on defense, make sure that you're marking up, make sure that you're pushing yourself, and not just giving up when it's easy to. And so he's displayed magnificent character, but also he's been rock solid on our defensive line. He's led our back line in ways that I don't even know how he's made it back to the goal to be able to save balls that were just on the verge of crossing over the goal line, and being able to just outrun and outpace a lot of these fast forwards that we have in this league. And so I'm very, very proud to be able to give this MVP award to Tucker Davis. As far as our Christian Character Award, this young man actually stepped into this position for the first time, and he demonstrated no complaining. If anything, he was hungry for just telling us, hey, how can I be a better man? How can I be a better goalkeeper in this position? And he not once complained. If anything, we had to tell him to try to wear shorts to practice because he never wore shorts, and he would never complain. In this Florida heat, it's like 80, 90 degrees, and he's out there in full-on pants, long sleeve. And one of the things that I was very, very impressed with that me and Coach Eugene both talked about is how every conversation that we had on bus rides, at practice, he always found a way to turn it into a gospel conversation, to talk about his faith, to talk about how he could be an encouragement and point people back to Christ. And it was something that impressed us both, even with it being his first year as a goalkeeper, and just taking a commanding presence of leading from the back and making amazing saves, but then also going above and beyond and loving Christ and displaying that love for his teammates to see. Please welcome Alex Taylor for this Christian Character Award.
All right, good morning, everybody. My name is Jeff. I've worked with Coach Joel, coaching our men's or boys and girls cross-country teams. Coach Joel's unable to be here today. He's got a significantly higher family obligation that he's taking care of, so prayers with him and Ashton. Just wanted to thank him, frankly, just for taking the time to lead and coach our team. Frankly, besides the actual work going into practice, he's the one responsible for shuttling our young men and women from practice early in the morning over to here in a very small bus, all filled with stinky, nasty, dirty kids. So he did that on a regular basis, plus while handling all the logistics, all the things that go into getting us ready. The thing about cross country is, it has a bit of a reputation. I was a cross country guy back in my day, but the reality is our warm up is everybody else's punishment. So I'm really proud of all of the work and effort that our young men and women put into their particular effort on a day in and day out. Our vision is to use cross country to develop young men and women of Christian character through discipline, perseverance, and mutual encouragement. And that's not just a thing you actually work out physically in the cross country course. It's not something you just work out on track, but it's something that can very easily move into their spiritual lives, into that same level of discipline, perseverance, and mutual encouragement to one another spiritually. And that's why our team verse is 1 Corinthians 9, verses 24 through 27. Know ye not that they which run a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they that do it, to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. So what I'd like to do is just call up each of the team members, come up here real quick, and then I'll try and hand them out as quickly as I can. So starting with the boys, Ezra Caldall, Gideon Caldall. Oh, thank you. Miles Crowley. Tyler Parker. Sam Mahout. Dude, you got dark hair. Yeah. Oh, I got that one, sorry. Robert Kerner, Hayden Trammell, and for the girls, Emma Black. Is Emma here? Emma. Lillian Charles, Olivia Charles, Larkin Hayek, Zoe Griffin, Kaylee Bird, and Sierra Caldwell. No, Sierra. All right, so for girls cross-country MVP, pretty straightforward. Cross-country is a black and white sport. It's the person who usually does the best over the course of the season. So the winner of the girls cross-country MVP is Sierra Caldwell. All right. And then the girls winner for Christian character, I love seeing her encourage everybody on the team week in, week out. She's kind of the heart and soul of things, and our winner is Emma Black. All right, so boys, MVP, pretty straightforward. This young man's been running since he was pretty young, and he consistently performs well above his age and finishes in the top 10% depending on any given race, won a couple of JV races, and that is Ezra Caldwell. And no surprise here, this young man is the embodiment of Christian character. Happy to have him on our team and just be out there looking out for one another, always asking where he can help, always asking what else he can do to support somebody else, and that's Robert Kerner. Thank you.
Well, first of all, this was not on my notes, but just watching that video. Last year, Coach Johnson stepped away from as head coach. And I just want to give a round of applause to Coach Valdez just for the step up she's done and the great job she's done. So I was able to assist her this year and also coach our JV team girls, which has been a great year. I really enjoy getting to know them and teach them some basic skills, and will hopefully be a big help to them in the future. We got some big wins, and we took some tough losses, and had a lot of fun learning along the way. This year was just a start of what these ladies will accomplish, and I look forward to watching them continue to grow and develop as athletes through our basketball program. I would also like to add a special thank you to all our parents who came and support us throughout the year, and I'm grateful to just have a small part of our child's life of the sports family here at WFBA. At this time, I'm going to call the girl's name up, and as I do, just come lined up and I'll get you your certificate. Vivi Dunn. Which one? Yeah, Vivi Dunn. Lizzie Maynard. Errol Roberts. Claire Pittman. Camry Goins. Olivia Jones. Maggie Miller. Sierra Caldwell. Madison Goen. And now we're going to do our MVP award and best character. As being their coach, obviously, if you know me at all, I can get really into a game, and the girls can tell you in the locker room how I can be very into it when we're not doing so great. And my daughter's on the team, so she can really testify to that. But as I was like reading through this and thinking of the girls, all honesty, you could pick any one of these girls and they all could fit. I was very, very blessed to have these girls and to watch them grow and learn, and I've really enjoyed the time of getting to know them and just how well they put their all into the game. And they show up to practice, and they want to compete with the varsity, and it's watching them grow and compete with the varsity was awesome to be a part of. Our JV girls MVP showed incredible growth throughout this season. Anytime she was on the floor, she made a difference in the game. On defense and very aggressive in offense, and never seemed to run out of energy, even though she played on both JV and varsity. She was usually a spark when we needed her and we were discouraged. And no matter what the scoreboard or the clock said, she never refused to give up until the final buzzer. I was so grateful for all that she did for our team this season. Congratulations, this year's junior varsity girls' most valuable player is Cameron Goins. What I said about all the girls, this next one can really apply to every one of them. And just a great spirit all around. Even when one will be frustrated or get aggravated because we turn the ball over 30 times in a game, they always encourage each other to not give up, even if you're on the bench or not on the bench. Just always a team player, and showed the Christian character a lot throughout the season. I wrote one thing I am grateful for in the fact of this Best Christian Character Award could have gone to several girls on this roster. This is a great reflect of their spirit and character. The young lady that this team selected could often be held asking if coach needed any help with anything, and was really quick to hold the door, carry equipment, and to encourage her teammates. Beyond what she did on the court, she was great, a teammate, and example off the court as well. I am so grateful she was a part of our team. Congratulations this year. Junior Varsity Girls selection for Best Christian Character Award is Madison Gooden.
Good job, girls. You can be seated. Congratulations. Our varsity girls basketball team put together a great season. We went 7-0 in our district. We finished 16-10 overall, and had some big wins, some tough losses, some close battles that didn't go our way. And these girls just kept on fighting. We finished first in our conference, and even though we didn't have the outcome we wanted in Final Four, we learned how gritty and tough we really are. I'm so grateful for the opportunity I had to be their head coach this year. Our theme for this year was Win the Inch, and our Bible verse was Exodus 23:30. In this passage, God instructed the children of Israel to strategically take the land one victory at a time as a preservation tactic and a testament of his faithfulness to them in their process. It's actually a football saying that emphasizes games are won by small margins, a half step, a split second, or a few inches, and we knew we would have to fight for every single inch we got. One inch we focused on this year was our defense, and this became one of my favorite things about this season. I got a little defensive unit off the bench I didn't even know I had. I specifically remember the first time we played against Gulf Point Latin. Several of our girls were in foul trouble. Never us, right? I started subbing in groups of 3 and 4, and I told them they had one job: get a stop. And they did, over and over and over again. I watched those girls start figuring out exactly where they fit on this team, and this little defensive force would become the backbone of our success throughout our season. I will never forget their tenacity and determination. I'm so proud of that group. We also fought through several injuries. Our senior Kaylee, some of our guards, Claire, Elissa. We had sickness, bloody noses, bruised bodies, but our team's next man up mentality propelled us forward. And then we watched Stella go down. And after a little bit, she got back up. And we would later learn that she tore her ACL and bruised her meniscus, and she refused to stop until the season was over. All of these things are just a small taste of what I had this year. A team full of girls who was willing to give literally everything they had for the success of our family. We didn't get our storybook ending, but we definitely got a story worth telling. And through the highs and lows, we learned that we can truly do all things through Christ who strengthens us. I also want to take a second to thank the parents who showed up to support us, to help with the clock, to work the gate, to contribute to our success in all of those ways. We couldn't have done this without you. A special thank you as well to Coach Lou for videoing our games and putting our stats online, to Coach Yarber for keeping my book when I needed help, to Coach Yu for his wisdom and guidance through my first year head coaching here, and to our school administration, all the people who do all the things in the background to keep this program running. It really does take a village. I'm so grateful for mine. At this time, I'll be calling the girls forward, and you can come line up beside me. Kaylee Bird, Olivia Charles, Lillian Charles. Where's he at? There you are. Lila Lou, Stella Moore, Elissa Roberts, Madison Goad, Vivi Woodring, Ruby Gifford, Cambry Goins, and that's all of them. You can clap for them. Our varsity girls MVP was as fearless as they come. She was often seen fighting for a loose ball or a rebound, was willing to take the hardest hits, go at the toughest defenders, and give everything she had in the tank, no matter how long she was on the floor. She averaged 8 points per game, 6 rebounds a game, and was selected our conference MVP. Congratulations to our varsity girls basketball most valuable player, Ruby Gifford. Our selection for Best Christian Character is so fitting. She leads by example. She's quick to serve, to start a cheer, encourage her teammates, or extend a helping hand. She's a hard worker and one of the most humble young women I've ever met, all in one. Her big smile and even bigger heart for people are exactly why her teammates selected her for this award. Congratulations to you, our varsity girls' Best Christian Character selection, Vivi Woodring.
moment you all came for today, JV boys basketball. So very proud of these guys. We accomplished a lot this year. We won back-to-back games. I think we held opponent to 0 points, and then the next game we held them to 1. So great defensive effort all year. Great offensive production from a lot of guys. Really, I think everybody averaged like 6 to 8 points, and that's a great accomplishment just as a team. Obviously, winning a championship at the end and winning it by 20 plus is kind of what we expected to do, and we went out and we did it. So very proud of these guys and everything they accomplished this year. So when I call your name, come on up. Lucas Wilt, Declan Burton, Cortland Flynn, Tyler Yates, Eli Miller, Lincoln Weber, is he here? David Goad, Gabe Forsyth, Saban Brown, Triton Kendrick, Dan McDonald, Landon Liu, Merrick Scott. Give those guys a round. So for our best Christian character, this young man, he came out of nowhere, and for us, he started off the year and probably just going to be a role player and evolved into much more than that. And he really did it by just working hard every day, and great attitude all year. When we needed a shot, he was the guy that was hitting them, and never had an issue with him in school or anything like that. Of course, he was homeschooled, Lincoln Weber. So for our MVP, this really could have went a lot of different ways. Like I said, we had multiple guys that averaged just 7, 8, 9 points per game across the board. But this young man, he's been on the team several years now, and he's that spark that we always need when we start off slow. He gets us fired up, and if we're down late and we need to get back in it, he's the guy we look to get us a stop, a rebound, a possession on the floor for a loose ball. Young man, Merrick Scott.
All right, guys, you can have a seat. Let's give another round of applause. Well, for varsity this year, we had another successful season, not just in results, but the way we grew throughout the year. You can ask anyone that watched us in the preseason, it was not good. We lost almost every single game we played. So that was fun. That was a wake-up call. We had a meeting before the season even started, which is a first for me. Never been a part of that. But I'm proud of the way they stepped up. A lot of guys filled roles, new guys in the team. They stepped up in ways that they weren't asked to before, from top to bottom. Again, we won our conference championship successful. We were 25-7 on the year. Some of those victories included Destin, PCA lead, Alethea, and a championship at the Eagles Classic Invitational. We battled our way to close victories in the region championship against Gulf Point Latin. Again, not playing probably the way we should have, but we won in the end. So we won our region. That clinched us a spot in the conference championship games. We win against Alethea the first night, big game. We played well. We come out the next day against S.O. Jones and tried to stress me out as much as possible, as much as humanly possible. But a testament to who they are and what they've become. They came back from a large deficit in the fourth quarter and came back and won by some big shots at the end and rebounds and defensive stops. I'm proud of their accomplishments this season, but I'm more proud of their ability to fight through adversity, learn from failure, put the team first, and ultimately represent Christ well. I want to thank Coach Mentor, Coach Perrine for helping me coach the younger ones, get them out of my hair for a little bit. Coach Mentor does the junior high team too. I want to thank Abby, my wife, for doing the book, Coach Fisher doing the clock, and then Coach you and Abby setting up everything behind the scenes, and our administration for always supporting us. And a great group of parents for our boys as well. Can't forget you guys. You guys did a great job raising them and helping out throughout the year. Our captains this year were Shepard Brown and Gabe Hazewinkle, and our all-conference were Shepard, Gabe, Camden, and Colin. I'll call them up at this time, and then we'll hold our applause till the end. Shepard Brown, Camden Flynn, Colin Harrison, Gabe Hazewinkle, Jackson Thomas, Preston Flynn, Jack Bryan, Bryce Jagel, Landon Lombardo, Jackson Fisher, Maddie Weaver, Elijah Connor, Merrick Scott, and Landon Liu. I also want to give a round of applause and a big thank you to Noah Eason and Chase Nelson for helping us throughout the year. You two can stand up. They did a great job helping as managers. Wyatt Brantley. Come on, Wyatt. Yeah, you stand up. You guys did a great job managing for us this year. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention you guys as well, helping us out all year. Now we'll do our MVP and Best Christian Character. All right, Best Christian Character. They all vote on these, but I would probably pick these two awards the same way they voted. And they were pretty lopsided either way on who got voted and the number of votes they got. Best Christian Character, it was someone who even helped me throughout the year kind of keep myself in check. I remember after a certain game, come up to me and be like, "Coach, what were we doing? Like, why were you so angry? Why were you, a little bit emotional today?" And you were like, "Yeah, you're right." And he helped in a lot of ways. He was a captain for our team this year. Best Christian Character this year goes to Gabe Hazewinkle. Our MVP this year did a great job of leading our team in practices and games. He did a lot of things for us that you can put in the box score, but also a lot of things that you can't put in the box score. He did a great job all year emotionally controlling us, even when he didn't necessarily have his best start or, his best game. He was always there down the stretch, always hitting our big shots, always the guy we're looking to give the ball to down at the end of the game. And then it came down to our last game. We needed our biggest shot at him, number 3, Shepard Brown. Also, a few other things that he did I had written down. I totally forgot. He broke the career record in scoring here. He scored a lot of points, but that was a large part of his supporting cast and well-deserving of the MVP, and we had a lot of guys that stepped up and filled those roles as well for him. So thank you guys. You can have a seat.
So when I was approached about coaching cheerleading, literally the week before school started, I thought everybody was crazy. I prayed about it, and then I sent Mrs. Bacon an email, and she literally called me like 10 minutes later. And then it was a done deal. And I thought, what did I literally just sign up for? To be honest with you all, these 11 girls, I could not have met a better group of teenagers. They're respectful, they're hardworking, they're funny, they're sensitive, they're goofy, they're open to constructive feedback, they want to do what's right, and most importantly, they love Jesus. This year, because both Coach Aaron and I were new to cheerleading, it was a year of a lot of grace and a lot of learning. We also had a lot of events, which I was not fully prepared for, but we all kind of did it anyways. We hosted mini cheer with over 80 first through sixth graders. About 65 of them were in first and second grade, so that was a lot. We hit all of our stunts that we planned for. We hosted our first pep rallies for the first time in a few years. We hosted one for the first through sixth grade and then another for 7th through 12th. We also hosted our first cheer retreat. A few people I want to thank. I want to thank Amelia and MK for their leadership as captains, for my assistant coach, Erin, for keeping us organized behind the scenes and bringing her insight into cheer this year, for Abby Lewis for answering all of my questions. She's literally on speed dial for me. Thank you to Mrs. Bacon and Coach Uaro for your administrative support, and thank you to the parents for showing up and cheering with us in the stands. It has been a great honor to know each and every one of these cheerleaders this year, and they've been such a blessing to me and Coach Aaron in more ways than they'll ever know. So I will call out the cheerleaders, and then you'll get your participation certificates. Alyssa Farrar, Amelia Fournier, Aurora Rantung, Ava Thibodeau, Hannah Trammell, Isabella McBride, Josie Sharp, Kate Boyd, Michaela Reagan, MK Drummond, and Natalie Eason. All right, for our Christian Character Award, when I surveyed the girls about the Christian Character Award, it was no surprise to me who was nominated. This cheerleader consistently reflects Christ in both her words and actions. She carries herself with grace, humility, and a genuine joy that is evident in the way she treats others. She's intentional about encouraging those around her, speaking life and truth, and always striving to do what is right. Her faith is not something she professes, it's something that she actively lives out each day. She's quick to pray for others, often asking how she can support them in offering scripture at just the right moment. Her selflessness, servant-hearted spirit, and a deep love for the Lord makes her a powerful example of Christian character. And as one of her peers wrote, she has the Jesus glow. Congratulations to Natalie Eason. And then for our MVP. Our MVP is someone who took the lead on day one. One of our teammates described her as the glue that keeps us all functioning in a timely manner, and I quote. This cheerleader always came prepared for each practice and game. This cheerleader supported the squad with both empathy and accountability. She created an environment where everyone felt heard and supported while also providing constructive feedback to help each cheerleader grow this year. As her coaches, we are grateful for her leadership this year and her knowledge of West Florida cheerleading. Our MVP voted on by the team is Amelia Fournier. All right, thank you.
Well, we had a great season for our softball team, and it was an interesting start because I now know what the baseball team feels like to not have a home, and I'm so sorry you didn't have one for so long. But we broke ground on our new fields, and they're beautiful, and we are so thankful that God blessed us with those. But it was kind of tough not knowing the uncertainty of are we going to play on them, are we going to practice, and we were thankful that our infield is all dirt, so we were able to be on that, but not having an outfield proved challenging. And by the time after spring break, after asking Mr. Mater 1,000 times if we can finally practice, we were, and that was just another addition to our team. But then obviously playing on senior night was like the culmination of all of that. And we began the year with that, but then we ended with a final note of holding up a conference championship, which was awesome. And yeah, let's give a round of applause for that. There we go. Okay. We are just so thankful for all the people that worked hard to make that field possible, and we're just looking forward to so many more seasons to play out there starting next year. So our team finished the season 18-3, with our greatest success coming at the end of the year with our championship. 5 girls finished the season with over a 400 batting average, and with only 11 on the team, that's about half of them. And Riley and Haley each recorded 60-plus strikeouts, which is awesome. We are thankful for the talents that God has blessed these girls, and we want to give all the glory back to Him for that. So I heard one of the kids sitting behind me over there say, "What are those gloves for?" And all the pictures, a lot of the pictures that you saw. Well, our theme this year was faithful to the fight. 1 Corinthians 4:2 says, "Moreover, it is required in stewards that a man be found faithful." And Coach V actually is the one that found those at a thrift store, and it was just perfect for our player of the game, so those fit in perfectly there. But in a generation of sports where faithfulness and loyalty can often be fleeting, we intentionally chose this theme this year to focus on every day. The Bible also says if we're faithful over little, the Lord can trust us with more things. And so in a very small group of girls, the smallest roster I've ever coached, it was more of a family and being intentional about looking to your right and your left and saying, like, this is who we fight for every single day. We fought for them as coaches. I know parents are fighting for them, our teachers here at the school, and the devil's also fighting for them as well. And so we wanted to make that an intentional thing that we're going to fight, not just on the field, but off the field as well. And they practiced hard. They fought well. They stayed committed and battled their way back to the top, even after 2 tough conference losses earlier in the year. Going into senior night, on our brand new field. We're so thankful Victoria got to experience that, but that was our #1 conference opponent. Not only a great night, but a great victory, handing them their very first loss of the season on our field. Leah broke it in with a home run, which was awesome as well. And yeah, there we go. I'm just very proud of them and everything that they accomplished this year. And it does take a community of people to make sports like this happen. And there are several people we would like to thank. A huge thank you to Mr. Burke for hauling all of our equipment to and from games. He has been such a blessing to me over the past couple years with that. Softball and baseball probably has the most equipment out of any team, and it is just amazing how much stuff they can bring with them, so we are thankful for that. And thank you to all the parents for being flexible, helping with gate duties. Spring sports is just tough. The weather is hard. There are constantly things changing, and so we appreciate that flexibility. And for Mrs. Lewis behind the scene as well, like having to reschedule all those. And really, we only had one game due to one rain-out game that we didn't reschedule, but the in-tournament was probably the craziest rescheduling that we went through, baseball as well. Like, it was just really hard, but we made it work. And then I'm thankful for Mrs. Bacon and Mrs. Kemp and Coach Yu for all the wisdom and encouragement they shared with me through the season. And I would like to thank the people that helped with senior night, Mr. Maynard especially, Mr. Bobby, Mr. Light, Caleb, Mr. and Mrs. Lewis, literally days before, and I know Miss Lewis worked really hard trying to find us a field, and we were meeting, constantly talking about it, and it was just like, I think this is going to work. And it did, and it was beautiful, and Darren as well, just giving the prayer and just dedicating our field back to the Lord and all that He can accomplish there. And I want to thank my assistant coaches up here, Coach Valdez and Coach Bayard, and stepping up wherever needed and bearing burdens, keeping the book, calling pitches, and just helping out with all those countless responsibilities. I appreciate the sacrifices you guys made to invest in these girls. Our all-conference selections this year were Victoria, McElharney, Riley, Shield, Haley, Snyder, and Callie Ellis. And at this time, I'll start calling the names of the girls, and if you guys will just hold your applause to the end. Victoria McIlerney, Emery Burke, Shay Bill, Callie Ellis, Aubrey Doyle, Haley Snyder, Zoe Griffin, Riley Shield, Leah Richmond, and I saved these two girls for last. In the midst of our season toward the end of March, due to some roster changes and Victoria's senior trip, we were facing a 5-game stretch where we either were going to have to forfeit all 5 or find someone to play. And I had 2 days left to make conference, the finalizing behind the scenes. I had 2 days left to make those selections. And there were 2 names that came to my head immediately, girls that had played for us in the past that I thought would be good choices. And so I met with them very quickly that day. And I said, would you be willing to step in and help us complete these 5 games? All I need you for is 5 games. If you want to stay after that, that's up to you. But these 2 girls stepped up. They showed a willingness to help and to help us. And honestly, looking back, like some of those were conference games as well. And based on how the year finished, there were some games that were just cut out completely for the rain. Like our season could have ended a whole different way if these 2 girls wouldn't have stepped up. So I would like Vivi Woodring and Andy to come on up with us. Their sweet spirit, servant leadership, and team-first mindset were such a blessing to our program and the other teams that they're involved with. Our team is better because of them, and I'm thankful they were there with us at the end to hold up the trophy they helped us earn. Thank you again, girls. And then I would like to acknowledge Stella as well. As you heard in basketball, her season-ending injury prevented her from being a part, but we're thankful that Victoria stepped up and became our captain on the field as well. So we just wanted to acknowledge Victoria. So we give them a round of applause at this time. All right, we'll start with MVP. This year's MVP is an outstanding athlete. Throughout the season, I often had umpires comment on her athleticism and how talented she was at such a young age. She finished the season with a .500 batting average, 33 hits, 14 doubles, 4 triples, and 2 home runs. Defensively, she willingly stepped into a position that may not have been her first choice, but she became an anchor for us there and finished with an .897 fielding percentage. She was also a force on the base paths, sometimes literally running out of her shoes. Beyond the stats, she became a vocal leader and encourager, which sets her apart on the field. Her teammates have voted to name Callie Ellis our softball MVP. And for our Best Christian Character, it is one of my favorite awards to give because I love seeing how many different girls receive votes, and I think that says a lot about the caliber of character that our girls carry with them. The girls voted for the teammate they believe reflected Christ-like character through both the highs and the lows of the season, in victories and losses, through personal success and disappointments alike. This young lady carried herself with grace and was a servant leader. She returned to our team after taking a season away from softball, and we are so thankful she gave the game a second chance. When Stella was injured and we needed a captain, she was the first person who came to my mind because of the hard-working character she displayed on the field and off. She has led the season by example with humility, consistency, and grace. It's my honor to announce this year's Best Christian Character Award recipient, Victoria McIlerney. You guys can go have a seat. I did want to mention one more thing about our tournament. It was a crazy time, and we had people throwing up left and right. We barely made it out there, but I am very proud of them for all they accomplished this year.
Good morning again. And we waited for the baseball, right? Although we didn't bring home the big trophy that softball did, we still had a good year. My name is Coach Charles Fisher. This is my second year being the head coach after helping out a couple years playing sports back here back in the 1900s. And I'm enjoying today with one of our alumni here, one of our coaches' sons, but also alumni here, Owen Beard. We have a couple coaches that can't be here tonight because we're all volunteer coaches. Two of them are out of state for work, and one of them just pulled a night shift at the ER. So he's not here this morning, so I appreciate Owen coming up here to help me. Some of the things I'd like to thank that everybody did already: administration, the teachers, front office staff. We couldn't do it without them. There's a lot of chats going on. You know, we're leaving at this time. Please let the kids out at this time. There's also we had some alumni come out and help us. Some former coaches would come to the games and support us. Coach Austin and Coach Courtney for always having their ear lended to me. So I really do appreciate that. We had some sponsors that helped. Rival helped with some stuff this year. And then the real heroes that helped out more than they get paid for is Abby, obviously. Her name gets talked all the time. But we couldn't have done the baseball program or anything out here without her, so we appreciate everything that she helps out with. And then the coaches' wives. I have two of them here today, and thank you very much. You kind of lose your husbands for a few months out of the year. So thank you very much, and also thank you very much for coming and supporting us. And I know we know you're there to see your sons, but coming there to support us. And my wife also for coming and helping with pictures and photos throughout the year, and the Game Changer video and always those things there. So appreciate that. We graduated 7 seniors last year, and when you do that, sometimes it leaves some holes. We're going to do the same thing this year. We're going to graduate 7 seniors. But we had lost 5 of our 9 starters. We had a lot of returning players that came from JV and we're going to step up, and then we had an influx of some transfer players that really helped us and really gave us some infusion. We got veterans over, seniors that had been starters for a couple years, and so that really helped our team as well. We were the defending regional and conference champions from last year, and so we had a lot of lofty goals. Like Courtney said, we didn't have a field, and with all the construction, we didn't even have an area to go run around in. So we had to go off campus and use little league fields and those sort of things, and with no mound. So our pitchers couldn't pitch off a mound, so we had that. So hopefully next year, no excuses. We got a gorgeous field, one of the best ones in the conference. We got all the facilities, so it'll be nice out there. And thank you for all the gentlemen that are in the facilities and helping out with that as well. Our team motto was the same as last year. I've got it on a wristband. It was play worthy. That in everything we did, whether we were in the classroom, whether we were in our churches serving, whether we were in the community, we wanted to be worthy of the gospel. And I know that's kind of a weird thing to say, but Paul kind of tells us that to be worthy of the gospel in Philippians. He says, in Philippians 1:27, only let your conversation be as it becometh the gospel of Christ, that whether I come and see you or be absent, I may hear of your affairs. He's telling us that I'm going away for a while. I need to know and be here from your reputation that you're worthy of the gospel, that you're becometh of the gospel of Christ. And that's what I wanted these men to do. Our goal for the JV and for varsity is cultivate young men, then cultivate baseball players. Because we have a lot of guys graduating, and I want to do something right now. My seniors and anywhere in here, who's going into the military next year? Can you stand up? If anybody, not just on the baseball team, if you're going to the military next year. Thank you very much. Have a seat. This isn't just about baseball, and it kind of puts in perspective, and I use that in some of our meetings, that next year, they're not going to be worried about baseball, right? And we have some of our Judah's brothers, and I know some of our other graduates are serving right now. And then we have life after baseball. right? So I teach college at our church, and I've got people there that graduated Santa Rosa, East Hill, PCA, Alethea, and even public schools. And we're now brothers and sisters in Christ in life. And so we really wanted to focus on that. And I think that's, I hope our players leave with that. Let me go ahead and get into these because I know Mrs. Bacon, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, time, yep. So I'm going to call them out just like they did, and you can come up here and get it and then hold your applause at the end. Our JV goals were developed as men, baseball players, and prepare them for varsity. Our record was 5-3-1. We had some good things, but we beat Jay. So that was like the highlight. We beat the public school. We beat Jay. And a special shout out like she'd had, I had some injuries and some people leaving in there, and I had an elementary student that stepped up and filled a role, a coach's son, and he was just there. And we're like, okay, we need somebody to fill a hole. He not only filled a hole, he kind of set the tone for the whole season. Kai, what grade are you in? 6th grade, and you just turned 12 during the season, right? He came with his dad to some of the practices, and we actually filled him in. He set a tone for us, and really kind of, even I saw some of the varsity players going like, what's he doing? Like, he's working hard, I gotta work harder. So that really set a tone, so thank you very much, Kai. A special shout out to you and the family. Kai, we're gonna talk about legacy in just a second. It's a family issue, right? So thank you very much, and thank you for the Duncan family. All right, JV players, Chase Nelson, Ethan Angelo, come on out. This side. It's an ugly shirt. Oh, no, wait. That's the other way. So that's Braves. I thought it was Alabama. Sorry. Whew. Nate Fleming, Tyler Bradshaw, Eli Miller. I'm going to keep my jokes to a minimum. I didn't even talk about cross country. Tyler Yates. I mean, Proverbs 28 says only we don't run if nobody's chasing us. Anyway. Obviously, you can see I'm not a cross-country person. Cade Patterson, Colson Gust. Although I might require my baseball guys to like do another sport if they don't play another sport, like go do cross-country or something. Come on. Discipline and get in shape. Cortland Flynn, Brantley Weathersby, Parker Melody, Kai Duncan. Give them a round of applause. I'm going to have them stay up here because I'm going to do the MVP and the best Christian character for both teams when we get done. Our varsity goals were also to develop as men and baseball players and get them ready for life, as I've said before. Our goal was to get a high seed, win regionals, and then try to go defend our conference championship. We did that, and we had the opportunity. We went undefeated in the conference, made it to the Final Four, won the first game, got us in the championship series, and then lost the 2 games in the championship series. So we left a little bit out there on the field, but I'm proud of our guys, proud of them stepping up. Had a lot of incoming guys on the varsity too that really meshed, and I'm proud of that. We had 6 players batting over 300, 3 home runs. We won our regional championship. We had all conference, Camden Flynn, Jackson Fisher, Will Beard, Cadence Ellis, and Paulie Weaver. Our regional championship MVP was Judah Peterson. So I'm going to call them up here, and then we will get into the MVP and best Christian character. Daniel Lehmans, I don't think he's here. Judah Peterson, Landon Lombardo, Maddie Weaver, Paulie Weaver, Lewis Moore, Camden Flynn, Jackson Fisher, Benji Patterson, Cruz Duncan, Cadence Ellis, Will Petty, Preston Flynn, Will Beard, and Chase Nelson, Ethan Angelo, Colson Gus, and Cortland Flynn also made our varsity roster. So I appreciate you guys that. You can hand that down to them. I'm going to do my MVPs both first and then get my Christian character. This year, one of the things I was most proud of last year, besides winning the conference championship, was at the end of the year, we have the team, like most of them do, they vote on best Christian character and MVP, and I had like 7 or 8 guys voted for both the awards. And so that meant it was spread out, that we had a lot of guys impact the quality of our team, making MVP, and the character of our team with best Christian character votes. Ultimately, the coaches get a vote, and I have to make that final decision. But that was one of the things I was most proud of last year, and this year was very similar. We had a lot of guys who had really good character. We had a lot of guys who led the team at different times. If you would have given me, like, through different stretches, we had different MVPs throughout the year. And so our JV MVP, it really came down to 2 guys, and it was a unanimous thing. The guy that didn't win the MVP batted .450, was 2-0 as a pitcher, and had a 1.56 ERA, and probably was the best overall player on our JV. He didn't win the MVP because the guy that won the MVP finished the year with an .810 batting average, and he, throughout 3/4 of the season, he was batting 1,000, and then he went and ruined that and only finished with an .810. But the more important than his bat, we didn't really have catchers, and our catcher left, and so he was our starting center fielder, and I said, who wants to catch? And he goes, sure, I'll catch. He ended up catching half the games for us. And so did everything that we needed, and then he was always getting a hit. Always probably had more extra base hits than he had singles. And our JV MVP is Colson Gust. So for our varsity MVP, nobody batted .810 in varsity. Our averages were a little bit lower this year. We kind of struggled, but then we hit when we needed. We had, like I said, we had a bunch of guys batted over 300. But we had 5 guys that were voted on MVP from our varsity. Each one of the coach picked a different guy for MVP. And that's how impactful these guys were throughout the year. So we had to go to not just the stat sheet, but the other intangible things. So some of the guys that were voted on, Jackson Fisher, Camden Flynn, Will Beard, Preston Flynn, and Paulie Weaver, they were our 5 guys that received MVP votes. 3 of them from different coaches. How we picked this was looking at all the stats, looking at the leadership, looking at different positions they play, how impactful they are. And it really came down to this guy led our team with a .949 fielding percentage, which was probably his Achilles heel last year. And then he led with a .949, and it wasn't that he only got 3 plays. He played half of the year as a catcher and as a .949 fielding percentage, and it was crazy. He led our team in extra base hits. He was in some of the top 4 average too, and that MVP this year is Will Beard. So our best Christian character. Really on the JV there was a couple, but there were 7 different guys that were voted for best Christian character. Not on the list, my son. So this is also a special shout out to the coaches' kids. Okay? Because this is the most important award to me, and he hates that I'm his coach because he'd get embarrassed here. But I will give a special out to the coaches' kids, Will, Cruz, Benji, and Jackson. We are harder on them than we are on anybody else. I had multiple kids come up to me and tell them, take it easy on your son. He's our best hitter. Take it easy on your son. He's our starting third baseman. Take it easy. I had multiple, so I had to step back and say, okay. But they got it at the end of the year because I hold them to a higher standard, and then I try to hold the boys because I know your potential. And I think in the classroom, that's what a lot of your teachers do. They hold you at a higher standard because they know your potential. I was homeschooled, and I would get in trouble if I got a 95. Because my mom's like, you didn't master the subject then. Where's that 5 points at? Right? And so that was something that she was taught to me. I never got in trouble about it, but she was just always like, where's it at? And it taught me, oh, I'm not just trying to pass a test. Oh, I'm not just trying to pass a class. I'm trying to master it. Right? And so it's the same thing when we do this. Best Christian character is kind of like that, because it's not about when people are looking. It's about when times are good, when times are bad. All throughout what we're doing is best Christian character. So with this, I went to teachers. I went to people in the community that I knew they had interaction with. I went to some of their pastors, and I asked about different people because I wanted to know their character on and off the field. I can say a lot about somebody on a baseball field, but I wanted to know all and off the field. The best Christian character for varsity first, I went a little bit different. We had 7 guys voted, and not a single one of the players voted for this guy. I did it because at the beginning of the year, we had a lot of juniors that thought they were come up to varsity, and then we got a huge influx of seniors and other players, and they didn't get to make varsity. But this was one of the 2 guys that were head and shoulders above everybody. Never once asked, hey, coach, am I going to get on the varsity? Hey, coach, can I play? All he did was work. Never had a bad attitude, never had anything that anybody can ever say against him. And so our varsity best Christian character is Ethan Angelo. Now, the best Christian character, probably for the whole program, and that's why I left it here, on my conversations with here, and I love this kid, on my conversations with this, somebody mentioned something, and it stuck with me. It was a teacher, and they said, the best Christian character is not, it's a product from your family and your environment, but it is on you, right? You have to do the things day in and day out. And the thing was said that this young man is a legacy here, and so I'd like his grandpa and his parents to stand up. They're back there, and my best Christian character, because it's part of what they bring to the table, is Chase Nelson. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Have a seat.
Okay, the last thing that we have before our passing of the sword is the Athlete of the Year. So I'd like for the head coaches to come up, please, because they're the ones who vote for this. As they're coming up, let me say, those of you who won the Best Christian Character, there's boxes up here with a stand in it for that. If you want to get that, it can be hung up on the wall as well, but if you want your stand, you need to get your box today. I'd like to thank, as they're coming up, and I think she needs to stand up, is Abby. The coaches have all mentioned her. She's incredible in how much work she can get done and the efficiency that she does it with. So I appreciate her tremendously. She did all of these videos, and she gets everything, all the certificates organized, and we've worked together a lot on this. And I appreciate also for this year just handling things, helping us out, getting things organized. Austin? Applause, maybe? And then also Coach Yu helping us out this year. Just a tremendous help. So the criteria has evolved a little over the years. The coaches, we've talked all of this. How should we vote for this? It used to be kind of you had to play many sports, but now we've changed that. We're looking for a girl for the Athlete of the Year and a guy for the Athlete of the Year. that's not just stats. We're not looking at just stats. We're looking at character. And we want the character to be there. And, you know, the ability to help the team out, to have an impact on their team. And that's very important also. So the coaches have voted, and so we will first have, for the Athlete of the Year girl, Ms. Valdez will come up and present that.
When the coaches submitted their nominees for Female Athlete of the Year, this name immediately came to mind. I couldn't help but consider how much she grew throughout this year, not just as an athlete, but as a leader. After volleyball was over, she was a little bit hesitant about what her role would be in basketball, although she loves it so very much. She quickly became an indispensable part of our defensive plan and found herself in our starting five. There were many people who approached me to compliment her. They were so impressed by her demeanor and how hard she worked. During our season, she and her family walked through difficult times, and through it all, she never lost her smile or her faith in a God who heals. Then softball season rolled around, and she wasn't able to join us at the start of the year. As the season progressed, we had some unexpected roster changes, and we knew Victoria, our senior, would be leaving for her senior trip. We were in a tough position and needed some girls to meet our roster quota. She was one of the first people our coaching staff thought to ask. Not only did she agree to help us, she filled her role as our courtesy runner and brought the same sweet presence to our dugout that she carries with her everywhere she goes. We definitely missed her. Outside of the court lines and chalk, she serves the Lord in her youth group, and I had the privilege of serving with her on a missions trip as well. She loves Jesus, and she loves to tell other people about him too. What incredible testimony she has. She is a conqueror through and through. I have one more story real quick, and then I'll be done. On Championship Saturday, I looked up and saw her approaching our dugout, carrying our team's equipment along with her personal things. I was reminded of who she is and just one of the many reasons why we missed her. She's a humble servant leader, willing to help others, wait her turn, always okay with being in the background, and now it's finally her time. Not just to receive attention or praise, but to give God the glory for what he has done and continues to do in her life. It's my privilege to know you, to teach you, to coach you, and it is my honor to call our Female Athlete of the Year to the stage, Miss Vivi Woodring.
All right, for our Male Athlete of the Year, for along the lines Ms. Bacon and Ms. Valdez already said, it's the highest honor a male student athlete can achieve here at the school. It goes to someone who not only excels at their sport, but someone in the community, in their classroom, and in their walk with Christ. This year's Male Athlete of the Year represents all those things well. We as the coaches floated around all different names, I think, as coaches on the male sports. We all said different names. So we asked teachers, we asked administration, and we decided on this person. He's a passionate competitor, but does not find his identity in winning and losing. He is an impressive young man who is an example to all his teammates and his peers. He represents Jesus Christ well in our community against teams that he plays and people he interacts with. He represents his family well on and off the court. He has maintained excellent grades throughout his years at West Florida, which is hard to do. And we are proud of him and everything he's accomplished and everything he will accomplish going forward. This year's Male Athlete of the Year will go to Shepard Brown.
So we have a tradition here, and it's called Passing of the Sword, where the senior class passes the sword, traditions, all the things about our school, on to the junior class, who will soon become the senior class. So if you would, at this point, juniors and seniors, take your place.
the class of 2026, do hereby charge the senior class of 2027 of West Florida Baptist Academy to uphold the character and moral values that have been instilled in our lives. We challenge you to have the fortitude to stand for what is right, character to act right even when no one is looking, and diligence to search for godly wisdom with all your heart. As we pass this sword on to you, we ask that you will bring honor to it this next year, that you will love this school as we do, be the spiritual leaders of the school, and when you pass this sword to the next class, that you will be able to say that you have represented our Lord and the traditions of our school well. We will pray for you that you will have a blessed senior year and ask that you pray for us as we go our separate ways and begin the next step in our lives. Do you accept this charge?
We, the class of 2027, do hereby accept this charge and understand that only with God's help and grace can we achieve this challenge. We promise to do our best to bring honor to our Lord and to our school. We will pray for you as you pray for us and hope one day our paths will meet again, if not here, then in heaven.
We want to thank you for coming today. That's finally the end of our awards day. It's been a long one, but I think that with more students, it will take longer to get through these things. And so we do appreciate the parents coming. Please don't leave your certificates here. Please take care of them. We have taken a lot of time, the office has, If your parents are here, you can give them to them. So students, listen to some instructions. I first of all want the seniors to meet me over in the Welcome Center right after this. And then the 7th and 8th grade, you sit still because they're going on a field trip, and Ms. Key's going to have some information for them. If you're not in those two groups, you can be dismissed.